Now, Michael, I want you to take a second and really just relax your shoulders and clench your jaw. I want you to think back to
Easier said than done.
everything in your life. I want you to consider your childhood, your adolescence, and then your years through high school and the decisions you've made as an adult and the things you've seen and done. And I really want you to think hard about it so you can really just understand all the events that have led up to what you have done to me today. This is Boss Baby 2.
Do I need to unclench my asshole?
Yeah, you can. I mean,
sorry, buddy.
As long as you're empty, you can unclench.
That might be a different conversation.
Don't shit on my couch, Michael.
I wish you told me that before we started recording.
Oh Jesus.
So, prologue to the events of today. This is apparently a bit of an inner dispute among our circle. Because I made Howard watch Peter Rabbit 2 a couple weeks ago, and I was explicitly told multiple times by Howard, please don't ask me to go see this with you. Because we knew this was coming.
Yeah.
You always say it on Facebook where it's Matt's turn. Like in the most childish of I took out the trash last week kind of a way.
I love how I've only seen Howard in person a couple times, and we have sort of this silent agreement of we'll take turns with the weird shit.
Unspoken understanding of... and it was funny because... I had a feeling you hadn't seen the Facebook post yet. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to initiate the conversation.
Yeah.
So I messaged you the phone the night before and say, hey buddy, you got anything going on this week? And
after you sent me that, I went on Facebook and then I saw the conversation. I'm like, fuck, and
I gotta say it's in chronological order because there was some other context you're not aware of.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Because just the previous day I was talking with my coworkers and the desk behind me, and I was just joking. I was like, I don't know how I have friends. I ask them to do these really stupid things, and for some reason they like me enough to do it, and I don't really know how you do it. And then the next morning I get your dual message, the first of which said. I got free time on the weekend, what's up? And then, as I'm thinking about this, and my coworker is sitting behind me who I had this conversation with, and then I just get a message shit, I gotta watch Boss Baby 2, don't I? And then I send back to the shit-eating grin gift, and I just leaned over to my coworker, this is typically how it goes.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so I had a feeling in that context. Sorry to hijack your part of the story.
That's totally fine. I mean, honestly, it's that's pretty accurate. I mean, just because the first I didn't even know, and then I looked at Facebook, and I was like, fuck. And then I wrote you, I'm like, fucking Boss Baby 2. Okay. All right.
Do you and I watch the first one? I don't even...
I think you watched the first one by yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I watched it with you or if I watched it by myself. I know it was one of the two.
I think you did see that one by yourself.
And it was just... We're at Matt's house, by the way. I have to
we're at my house today. This is our first review since COVID started, where we're in the same room together.
Very crazy.
You're not even in your car this time.
I'm not comfortable with that.
That's fair. I am very sweaty right now.
Sorry. But at least, I'm okay with a hug, but not necessarily being held to your bosom.
Okay, that's fine. You can't see it because of my shirt. My beard is going pretty low right now, so.
But yeah, so this is a case where I'll pay for your tickets. I'm not watching this in theaters.
No. My exact words to you. You said I will buy your movie tickets, but my exact words were, Michael. The first movie that I see in theaters since COVID started will not be fucking Boss Baby 2.
Love you, buddy.
I love you too, Michael.
So this is a case where like I use my Peacock free trial to go watch SpongeBob. So this is a case where it's like, all right, we'll do this in your house. So that's the long story short of how we're stalling for time to talk about Boss Baby 2.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you ever watch the first one?
Here's the weird thing is I was trying to remember if I saw the whole thing of the first one or if I just saw bits and pieces of the first one. I couldn't recall exactly if I did, but I felt like I remember enough of it that I have a kind of really border baseline idea of what the hell the first one was about. Like, I remember there was Alec Baldwin was doing the No Cookies or Foreclosures line, but that was the trailer. But there was also like some plot from some old fuck who's like, I remember being in Baby Car, and then
there's a puppy missile.
Yeah, the puppy missile
that is supposed to like eradicate babies forever for reasons.
Was that what the missiles?
Something like that. The first movie
kills babies.
It was this bat shit, and I have like acid flashbacks.
It doesn't get less bad shit in this one.
It actually kind of does.
Okay.
A little bit.
You clearly remember the first Boss Baby movie more than I did.
Not by much.
Right.
I just know, like, at least there were some moments here. I was like, all right, this is like a semblance of a good moment.
Yeah, I was just like,
as opposed to the first one, which is like, why am I watching this? Why is this popular? Why is this? Why am I here by myself watching this fucking thing?
Yeah.
And I just remember just walking out of there just confused and dazed and
it's like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and you're suddenly sobering up at the end or something. I've never seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
You've never seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No.
Oh my god, even I've seen Fear and Loathing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have, but...
No, there was no booze or drugs in my screening. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, the movie was just like that, and you felt like you were...
I wish. Because at least that means I felt something good out of it, you know, unless I was having a really bad trip.
I feel like this movie would invite a bad trip.
Oh, Lord, if I'm watching this high, I mean, I might get something out of it. It's kind of like watching Doctor Strange.
Or Pink Floyd's The Wall.
But this one, I don't even know where to fucking start. So
maybe a synopsis?
A brief synopsis. This movie takes place... So, another thing that's important to remember about the first movie is that, as nuts as it was all... It was heavily implied that it was all just a story that Tobey Maguire was telling.
Oh yeah, that was Tobey Maguire.
Who did not come back for this one.
Yeah, so not appearing in this film. I could see why.
It was like telling a story to like his daughter.
Yeah.
To like explain where babies come from because you're gonna get like a new daughter. But in this one, I guess the canon is it all fucking happened.
Yep, it's real. Babies are real. Baby core is real.
Baby core is real.
Yep.
It's like if you don't think babies are real, man, we need to have a much longer conversation.
Yeah, I know where babies come from. It's, ladies take some juice and they mix little people out of them.
Very special juice.
Yep, very special juice.
From very special hose.
Yep.
Sometimes they suck it out of it.
And then the stork makes a wish in a cabbage patch, and 9 months later, your parents fuck, and then 9 months after that, babies show up.
It's a very specific order. What kind of... I don't want to know what you're into. I'm concerned for your future children. If you choose to have them.
Me too.
Anywho, so this one takes place... the characters in the first one, Tim and... Alec Baldwin,
the baby,
are adults now, and they're not really close anymore.
Yeah, they drifted apart. They live very different lives.
Tim also has never really grew up, so he still does this weird
But he's like
fantasy.
A house husband, so it's like.
Which is okay, sure, fine, progressive, sure. They could go for that. Wife's literal bread maker, I guess. Sure, whatever.
And then Alec Baldwin, the baby, became Alec Baldwin, the adult, and
just plays Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, and he's just playing Alec Baldwin. He basically plays his character in 30 Rock, where he's like the boss of everything.
Yeah, I know 30 Rock. But now it turns out that his Tim's newest born, Tina, I think her name is.
It's like Tina,
something like
Trisha,
that. Is a boss baby. And she wants to get her and him and Alec Baldwin together to stop the evil trade school. or for-profit
what's it-
school.
Just a gigantic private school.
Yeah, the privatized
That has
industry.
an obscene budget for almost everything.
That is led by Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
Who also spoiler, because people who are watching this video are not gonna think, is it really good? I wonder how good it is. No, you want to see us go like, what the fuck did we just watch? So
Yeah.
here we go.
Honestly, we should have watched this on acid. Maybe not, but
Have you ever taken acid?
no.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
That's a bad first way to go about it.
Oh yeah.
But it turns out, no, Jeff Goldblum is also a baby.
Yeah.
Who
and
is?
he has a mechanical suit that he pilots around, and he wears like fucking
Like fake
Bernie
eyebrows and
Sanders
hair.
and sideburns.
And just it is the most unnerving film villain I've seen in
It's so
recent memory.
yeah, it's so
because it's like the face and body of like
Yeah.
an elderly baby.
He looks
that
like-
sounds like Jeff Goldblum.
He looks like Tommy Pickles, but he never
Lord.
ages, but he's also aged a lot.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's accurate, but it's disturbing.
Yeah. And it was like especially unsettling because it's like Jeff Goldblum has like kind of a weirdly laid back voice, and he's a charming motherfucker, but this character is literally always in constant motion and he never stops moving.
Yeah,
and he
it's
has this,
like Cloudy with a Chance to Be Bald too.
yeah, like, you know, he's never stops moving. It's insanely energetic. The voice does not match the animation on it, and it's incredibly unsettling.
Like, if there was one thing I would have loved to have seen a part of this is I would have paid good money to be in the recording session
Oh my God.
for Jeff Goldblum's lines. Because, like, all right, can you just make, like, wah sounds? Like,
Get them.
wah, mom and pop, you know, that's what...
Or child therapists.
That's what the kids want to see, all right? They want to see me go while I'm my Jeff Goldblum's not
It's like a weird gravelly.
So I'm in a
baritone,
movie
but-
called Boss Baby 2.
So this
made,
is going to make my career.
They made 2 of these.
They made a second of these, and it's great, and I love it.
Neither one of us should ever do a Jeff Goldblum impression ever again.
Yeah.
Not one of mine. So, anyways, so in order to infiltrate the school with, it's called the Acorn, and I only know that because all the kids wear like Elmer Fudd hats.
But they're like acorns. They got an acorn thing sticking out of it. But yeah, the Elmer Fudd hat thing was weird as hell. You could have. It would have been easier to just make a cap.
Yeah.
Literally, acorns have caps.
But
You don't have to use all that extra fabric. But I'm gonna be a nitpicky motherfucker.
like, I feel like this is the movie to be nitpicky on because we'll be here all day.
True.
So Tina, who's voiced by Princess Carolyn from BoJack Horseman,
Amy Sedaris.
which is weird, and decides like, okay, I'm gonna give you this formula that's gonna de-age you.
It'll turn you back into a baby.
but you'll still sound like an adult, which is never not distracting.
Yeah. I mean, in the first Boss Baby, it's like when he was a kid, you know, the character was a kid, and you know he had a child's voice, but in this one, he's turned back into a kid like the Tobey Maguire dad character, but he still has the dad voice,
Which is just weird.
incredibly.
Again, unsettling is
Yeah.
the word for it. So they infiltrate the school,
Yeah.
and then a lot of shenanigans happen, and fuck. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's weird because if we talk about every story beat, it's like gonna be like this shit is going to make less sense the more we talk about it.
I mean, it makes sense. Like it makes less sense the first 5 minutes, like the movie. What you really need to know is that there's a point where, like, when they turn into kids again, they start giving themselves like purple nerps.
That was the moment I paused the movie.
Yeah.
And got some whiskey because I knew I was going to need.
Yeah, it's like we're taking shots.
Yeah, we're doing a shot for this just because I don't need to watch an 8-year-old give a baby like a titty twister.
Yeah.
That's just.
It doesn't get better from there.
No.
I don't know, like, there's some, like, I will give some credit for, like, some credits, like, there's some, like, genuinely, like, decent moments that, like, in a less bizarre movie could have been worked fine.
Yeah, there was like effort put into some of the quieter moments, and honestly, there was like one scene that made me laugh where he's talking to his wife as a kid, and he's pretending that he's a latchkey kid. That
was kind of
that was kind of an amusing moment.
And it's like the message is just kind of confusing because on one hand, like I guess it's like trying to push back against generational bias, but doesn't actually address any of it, even though it brings it up.
Yeah, well, it doesn't even really bring up generational bias. It's
more like what the previous, like what they're blaming the previous generation for, with like climate change.
Yeah.
The environment and stuff like that.
That was the villains thing. Okay.
That was the villains thing. So like that, like
the thing is that I completely forgot about that angle because like. It's just because the rest of the thing is about the two brothers, Alec Baldwin, Baby, and Tim.
Like the only time I think about it now is because I just released a video essay about it.
Yep. So, I saw that. It was great.
Thank you. So that's the only reason it's like even running in my head. So I was like, okay, so the movie is clearly saying like blaming the other generation for this stuff is bad.
Yeah.
But like. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like
the villain doesn't
why
really learn a lesson so much as he's just kind of thwarted and he gives up.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
well, fuck.
It's like he's kind of right, and parts of it like goes climate change, pollution, politics, war. I'm like, none of that is incorrect. So again, I'm like, okay, so
counterpoint movie.
Obviously, like mind controlling all the adults is bad.
Yeah,
but. If you're gonna bring that stuff up, shouldn't you like have like a counterpoint? Yeah,
or maybe you are correct, however. Moment.
Yeah, like an asterisk. And I guess like the whole thing's supposed to be like in the Tim's other daughter, like Tabitha.
Tabitha.
This
they all got T names.
Like one of the rare cases where I actually remember everyone's fucking name.
Yeah, seriously.
Except Alec Baldwin apparently.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin doesn't have a fucking name. It was like Ted or something, wasn't it?
Something like that. It was also with T.
T names.
And like it's all pageant, like the pageant song where it's like, hey, let's all come together. It's just thematically relevant, I guess, and that's like the rah, but that's again as far as it goes. To like addressing that, and not like I'm expecting like deep political nuance from fucking Boss Baby 2.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, well, you fucking mentioned it.
Yeah. You stepped into the territory and you just kind of refused to elaborate.
So, like, I don't know. And so it's like, but at the same time, the movie's so busy, like, throwing shit at your face every fucking second of the film.
Oh, man.
That is like, even if I could,
I have seen shit that is probably going to give me nightmares.
Like, even if I can extrapolate, like, a full purpose out of it, if I really want to take the time. I don't really know if it would matter, because it's clearly not the point. It's more just, I think, just there to try to get, like, the teenagers into the movie.
Or they were like, we want a villain, or they were going for the whole, we want a villain who has, like, a point. He's not just evil for evil's sake.
But then you hire Jeff Goldblum.
And then you hire Jeff Goldblum to play a talking baby in a robot suit with mind control technology, so...
Who apparently decides to skirt money around fire escape fire safety system.
You know, they never go back on that. Just, I mean, I figured they wouldn't, but at the same time, it's like, motherfucker, what if there was an actual fire at this school, you piece of shit?
I mean, what do you even say about just an acid trip of a film like this?
Jesus.
I don't, like, I know a lot of people like it for some reason.
Somehow, yeah.
I don't, like, I can see some good qualities in there, like, some of the character work isn't bad.
The animation's great.
The animation's
character
good.
Design is decent.
I mean, like, there's some...
There's a lot of really great movement. That fucking horse, which I'm trying to figure out if I like or not.
Oh, God, I just feel tired.
Yeah.
And I just, like, it's just... movie makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Like, am I becoming the people this movie is making fun of? Is that what I've become?
I mean, I don't even know what the fuck the movie is trying to make fun of.
Am I an adult that just doesn't understand the kids stuff these days?
I have a cousin who saw this in theaters with his young daughter.
Why?
Because he has a young daughter and she wanted to see it.
Dragon parents can watch the Pokemon movie, so I'm not going to judge.
I mean, part of me wants to see if we could pull him just to kind of it's gonna be like, okay, now I know you said it was good, but I want to get your.
Wait, he said it was good?
Well, no, he said it was like cute, or he said he said it was all right.
I can see that justification if you're there just to take your kids.
Yeah, he was just bonding with his daughter, so it's like
Yeah, like that I can understand. And like if you got kids, okay, sure, bright colors, fast movement. They're like, they're not gonna remember shit from it in a couple years, but they'll enjoy themselves while they're there.
Yeah. It's like an insanely energetic movie. Like there's just so much movement happening all the time.
I just don't get of all the franchises that could have gotten a sequel.
Boss Baby,
like it's just Boss Baby. Why?
I think they just marketed the shit out of Alec Baldwin, and then...
Which I guess is appealing to children, question mark?
Yeah. And, kids love 30 Rock. I remember,
like, little Timmy going, I want to watch a movie. It's Alec Baldwin. I love him in 30 Rock.
God, I just want to think of other Alec Baldwin movies right now. I can't remember what it was, where he's like, coffee's for closers. What was that?
Glenn Ross.
Yeah, Glenn Ross. Or just...
Dad, the Glenn Ross speech changed my life. Alec Baldwin is the shit. He got nominated just for that one monologue. Did you know that? So like every future film nerd ever, until they actually grow older and realize that's kind of full of shit.
Yeah.
It is a really well done monologue, though.
I just looked up that monologue on YouTube. Like,
have you never seen it?
No.
Oh, it was like my anthem for a brief time in my early 20s before I really started to study capitalism.
That stacks.
Even if you actually watch the full movie, which I did, and you actually realize, like, oh no, the entire movie is saying this is bad.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me. I don't really know.
I'm good, thanks.
I don't know how much I really have to say about this one other than just viscerally and physically reacting to it.
Yeah.
Which is, again, if you're watching this video, it's all you want. I can already see the comments on this. They're just gonna say movie of the year, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just trolling.
Yeah,
that's
mostly one person high, by the way. I'm okay with those comments. I gotta ask that question.
Yeah, I feel like Boss Baby is gonna have the same kind of meme potential as Shrek, where people are like, Boss Baby is like...
At least I can understand the appeal of Shrek.
Yeah.
At least the first two Shreks.
Oh, yeah. 4 was alright. Shrek 4 was okay. It was well written.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like, I don't know how many the pop culture references of those movies have aged over the years. I don't know how many kids are gonna get the Cops reference in Shrek 2.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
But then again, I watched like America the Motion Picture yesterday. I had a fucking transporter reference in there. So what the fuck do I know?
Jeez, I also watched that movie yesterday. It was something. I mean, honestly, like, I kind of love stupid shit.
This is like beyond stupid shit.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I mean, like,
it was like
Boss Baby 2 is better than America the Motion Picture.
I think they're pretty close to each other. I don't know if I would put...
I got more out of Boss Baby 2 than I did from America the Motion Picture, which is sad.
Really, my favorite part was just the ending where someone was like, and free your slaves, right? And Washington's like, oh shit.
I've loved to have seen that addressed more in the actual fucking movie, but that's another thing.
Also very true.
At least there were some parts in this movie I was like, okay, like, that was a legitimately decent, like, quiet character moment.
Okay, actually, yeah, okay. On quiet character moments, Boss Baby 2 definitely has that above America the Motion Picture.
So, like I can at least look at that as like, okay, I can see what they were going for. It's a decent idea. It's a natural way to take these characters. Like, it makes sense. I'm down for it. It just proceeded and followed by just a lot more bombastic bullshit.
Oh yeah.
American Motion Picture, just constant bombastic bullshit with nothing in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at least I had interludes in Boss Baby 2. I can't believe this is where the review is taking me. I have to fucking defend Boss Baby 2
against America the Motion Picture.
Because that's where I'm at in my career on these fucking things. I've made a total of $100 on these fucking videos. And I'm comparing one turd to a shinier turd. That's where I'm at. Support my Patreon, goddammit. Look what I do for you people. And Jaden, I know you're watching this. Because you're the one that leaves a comment for me every time we don't talk one of these anime movies are coming out. I hope you're fucking happy. And thank you for watching.
Link to Michael's Patreon right down there. Right here. He's going to put an annotation there.
It's in every fucking video I put in, guys.
Yep.
The link is right there. I fucking put up with this shit for you.
Should we put like a little thing in the video that says, rant, skip to this rant. Skip to this timestamp for the end of the rant.
Nah, that's why you're watching this. You don't care for the actual criticism. You don't care what I actually think about this movie.
Holy shit.
You
Michael,
don't care.
What has America the Motion Picture and Boss Baby 2 done to you?
Back to fucking back. Quite a bit. Quite a fucking bit. It's the weirdest double feature for two entirely different demographics.
Yeah.
By the way, Jaden, this is all meant in jest. Don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear because I know I shit on you a lot, but you're good. You're good. Don't make that clear right off the bat.
I don't know.
But over fucking him. Fuck.
I was gonna say I don't think I met you, Jaden, but you seem great.
He's one of the freaking commenters we get whenever one of these kids' music comes out. It's like, when are you gonna watch this? Like, I don't know.
Oh man.
Whenever I drag somebody
shout
to
out
see
to
it.
Jaden.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna recommend Jaden? Recommend us another movie in the comments.
I don't know. That's how I usually talk people into watching these shitty movies. Like, do we have to? It's like, there's demand.
Jaden said so. What Jaden says goes.
It's more like I don't say how much demand. I just say there's demand.
The demand is present.
The demand is present. I am being asked by person when we're gonna watch this. So gotta do it, guys. Sorry. So, anyway, I hope that's what you guys wanted out of this. I don't know. So do you have anything else to say about Boss Baby 2? Because I got fucking nothing.
Jesus, yeah, I feel like really we could just summarize this. I mean, we summarized it really well, where it's just like, yeah, if you're watching it with your kids, fine. You know, I don't think it's necessary. I think it's harmless? Question mark? Yeah, I think it's harmless.
It's like there's nothing in it that's inherently offensive or
I'm
dangerous.
fine with it. You know, it's just like, if you got young kids, go for it. But you know, if you're two grown adult men who one of you mooches off the other guy's YouTube channel and the
mooches off, he says, as if this was his idea.
Hey Michael, you want to review Boss Baby 2? It'll be a blot now.
I wish I could be the person to say fuck off for once on these requests.
I gotta message you just random movies. Just be like...
The sad part is I probably wouldn't say no, too. That's the thing, too. Like, if it came out this year, it's like, sure, I'll do it for content, yeah.
Yep.
Content.
Inside review. We gotta review Inside then.
Oh,
Burnham, Inside.
I think the time maybe. Let's put a pin on that thought.
Jaden, comment that we should watch Bo Burnham's Inside. Make the demand. Michael does everything you say. He is your puppet.
I'm uncomfortable with this narrative you're producing.
Fair.
I'm no one's puppet. I just go on YouTube for validation and desperate need for some kind of succinct feeling of belonging and.
Do you want another hug, Michael?
I want to talk to my therapist. Oh God!
Well, you just text your therapist like.
I think I have a problem.
Like, I watched America the Motion Picture of Boss Baby 2 within 2 days.
I think I'm having an existential crisis.
And I need help. Are there pills that can help? Or something?
Oh yeah, there are, but they are prescribed by a doctor.
Do you have your uncle's Woodstock jacket? I'm hoping there's something left in the pockets.
What the fuck are you? What is your therapist into?
I mean, I have not asked my therapist for drugs yet.
Yet, asterisk.
Asterisk,
I
question
thinking
mark.
About it.
Question mark in parentheses.
Support a fucking Patreon. Like, not even much, like a fucking $1, guys.
Help pay for Michael's therapy by subscribing to his Patreon.
Honestly, yeah.
The link is below. Right? I'm pointing at my crotch, but I'm also pointing at his Patreon. Right here.
I spend $50 a month for therapy because insurance covers most of it, but at the same time, This shit's hard, guys. Look, I'm joking, but I'm also kind of serious.
God.
So anyway, like, I'm gonna go home and cry now.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.